Hello, my name is Byron Martin, CEO of Technologize. Cybersecurity is a fast-changing landscape with threats coming from every direction. It is not practical for me to deep dive into every threat, possibility, or solution. There's simply too much information and not enough time to go over it all. My goal is to go over the high-level aspects and help guide you through practical means to protect your business, your data, and customer or patient information. The TechWay approach, regular, meaningful dialogue around the most likely risk and how we can address them. Practical steps and not making decisions based on fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Building cybersecurity into your HR processes, company DNA, and culture. Cybersecurity is a journey. It's an ongoing process, and it's culture development. One, we establish a common sense plan. Two, address the most important immediate gaps this month or quarter. Three, then plan for the next quarter and the next year. 2020 brought so many changes overnight. Remote working became the norm. However, security was sacrificed due to the rapid change and for convenience. Security doesn't have to create a painful work experience. It doesn't have to impede your ability or your employees' ability to work. There are many increased security measures that can improve efficiencies, that can allow for greater convenience, so you can stay productive. And all this, you can still be secure. The data responsibility. There's the data owner. They own the liability and establish the budget for protecting data. The information technology team implements the solutions and are the custodians of the data. Now, information security, they provide the risk insight and mitigation information for the data owner. Threats have evolved and risks have increased substantially over the last couple of years. So Technologize had to develop a new advanced cybersecurity program. Note that this advanced cybersecurity program may not be included with your existing agreement. Four-part security journey. It starts out with a security hygiene. That's the core security, patching, firewalls, updates, antivirus, and all these things that we did and worked hard at for many, many years, and we did really, really well. But now that's not enough. So we have advanced security. Now the advanced security goes, it's the modern approach. A lot more machine learning, AI, and other things that really have advanced in the last couple years. Regulatory and compliance needs. More and more, this is more critical, not just for enterprises, but for small, medium-sized businesses. Emergency plan. Got to have a plan. If there's no plan, if we're not prepared, then when disaster strikes, it could be a difference of whether you make it or break it. Security hygiene, as mentioned previously, this is what we've been doing, been part of our core for a long time. In fact, most of our clients were 90% ahead of everybody else because it's something around 93% of breaches and hacks are a result of human error or patching or some of the fundamentals not being followed or not happening. In order to keep up with current threats, the next stage of cybersecurity includes three critical elements. System hardening, implementing policies in your organization such as multi-factor authentication for your email or even multi-factor authentication for all admin access to your network. Other examples include a more formal and mature mobile device management policy, segmenting and isolating systems, limiting user access for only what their job requires. Second, advanced security tools, implementing tools or services such as advanced endpoint protection, managed detection and response, dark web monitoring, spam filtering, and formal ongoing security awareness training and testing. Tools are great, they're really helpful, but the biggest pitfall I see happening a lot of times with other easy for people to fall into is thinking that cybersecurity is tools, software, services, and that is not cybersecurity. That is an element of cybersecurity, and those tools are necessary. But if if there's the understanding or feeling that, hey, if we buy these tools, we're going to be good, that is not the case. Good cybersecurity envelops a lot of different things. And one of the most critical things is really establishing a formal security program within your organization, policies around cybersecurity, and building it into your HR processes and company culture. Federal, state, and many industries are heavily driving accountability for all businesses. If your industry has regulatory and compliance requirements, there have been many changes and pressures are mounting to make sure that your company is keeping current and compliant. There are existing laws and new laws coming through that will also require you to meet strict privacy requirements and keeping the integrity of your customer or patient data or client data safe. California has already passed strict laws with steep penalties, and Washington and Oregon are discussing similar measures. More legislation and laws with more teeth are coming. Third, ongoing vulnerability management, testing and checks by a third party. For as much as I'd like to say that, hey, we can trust the IT guy or the IT company, it's still a great idea to have a third party come in and evaluate, assess, and look over things. Be prepared. How do we avoid fear, uncertainty, and doubt? Simply be prepared. Understanding what your vulnerabilities are, know how vulnerabilities translate to business risk, make a plan, test the plan regularly. The statistics are against you, and there is a high probability that you will have a cyber event. We are telling all of our clients that it's only a matter of time. The key to mitigate is to mitigate the impact by having a plan. Having a plan can make or break a business at a time like this. Even if something goes wrong, having a plan will allow for a faster recovery and reassures employees, customers, and patients that you are prepared and they can be confident in your response and recovery. Thank you for watching and listening. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm Byron Martin, CEO of Technologize. We're approachable IT. We face complex issues head on and regularly assist new clients overcome systemic IT issues. We are easy to talk to. We can help you produce a cybersecurity program specific for your company and walk you through the execution and management of that program. You can find us at technologize.com or check out our blog at blog.technologize.com. You can connect with me on LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter. Thank you again for listening, and don't forget to like and subscribe.